Hey everybody, thanks for joining Perseverance fam. So today, for those of you who might be interested, I wanted to go ahead and do a desk tour. Something quick I put together just so I could show you guys what I'm using to edit all of my videos and my media on. So I haven't really upgraded my mouse for a while, just something I picked up along the way at iHome, just a regular mouse, nothing special. The stock keyboard that comes with the iMac 2017 model. I had the Mac for probably a little bit less than a year. I made sure to get the 3-year warranty with it. Definitely worth it, especially when you're investing this much money into any type of electronics that could fail. You want to get that warranty. I think the warranty may have costed me an additional maybe $200 or something like that. So I have the iMac 27-inch. Now I believe this one has the 5K Retina display, so super high resolution, which is great. It's got a very vivid screen for editing on, very vivid colors. I like it a lot. Now before I upgraded to this setup, I was working on what I believe was the 2015 MacBook Pro. And it was only like the 256 SSD drive version. That was working okay for a while, but once I upgraded my cameras to 4K, everything was just lagging like crazy. Trying to edit 4K on the old 2015 MacBook Pro that I had was damn near impossible, or it was an extreme headache. Now you can always create proxy files to make your editing go a little bit smoother, a little bit faster, but if you're doing big 4K projects, I would recommend you get a faster computer. So for me, yeah, this is one of the better investments that I made. It really allowed me to edit at a higher speed, chop down my editing time. I mean, a lot. Probably more than 4 times. There's really no waiting time in between editing shots, cutting and pasting. It all is very streamlined. It goes very fast. And then you can really get really far into your edit before waiting to actually render your files. So it's great. It's a really great upgrade. You'll see a little bit of it in the video. But yeah, just to touch some more on the specs of my 2017 iMac. Now the hard drive or the SSD space for the iMacs it's gonna be very expensive. So what I decided to do, what I was recommended to do from other videographers, was to go ahead and just get external SSD drives and not worry so much about the hard drive space on the Mac. But I believe you are gonna wanna get at least 500 gigs. So this one I believe is like a 512 gigabyte SSD drive. And again, you are going to want an SSD drive because they are much faster than just the standard hard drives. So I got the 512, which has done me very well. You do need to maintain a little bit of storage on your computer though, with only 512 gigabytes. But it's really not that hard. Most of the projects that I work on are off of my external SSD drive. So for me, I use the Samsung T5. Super fast, super reliable, portable SSD drive. Now I used to use the 500 gig, but now I use the 1 terabyte. So I've worked with other coworkers Canon footage, and the Canon 4K footage is freaking huge. So I needed a bigger hard drive to be able to manage all of that data and all of that footage. So I got the 1 terabyte. It goes for a few $100s. It's worth it. That was another good investment I made. So I use those to edit all of my footage off of now. And I also have external drives, just standard external hard drives, but at a larger capacity. Now, as you can see in the video, I have a lot of external drives. I'm plugged into one SSD drive, that's the Samsung T5. I also have 2 Seagates, I believe, that are 1 terabyte that I store some things on. And then my main storage drive is also a Seagate plus hub external hard drive that holds like 6 gigabytes of space. So whenever I'm dumping footage or dumping data onto one drive, that's gonna be that 6 terabyte one. I'm probably gonna need one soon. I store a lot of footage on that. Whenever I'm editing any footage, I put that on my SSD drive to edit in Final Cut Pro. So the 2017 iMac version that I got, I believe it came with 8 gigabytes. Yeah, 8 gigs of RAM. That's another thing that's also very expensive if you buy it from the Mac store, is additional RAM. So when I ordered my Mac, I also ordered aftermarket RAM from Corsair. I ordered 2 16 gigabyte chips. So with the 8 that already came with the Mac, I'm running at a total of 40 gigabytes. Now you're gonna wanna do this, especially if you're editing high quality 4K footage. This is really where a lot of the speed's gonna come from, especially if you're editing in Final Cut Pro. So I got the 2017 Mac with 40 gigs of RAM, an SSD drive that's 1 terabyte, and that's what I do the bulk of my editing on. Again, storing my space on a 6 terabyte external drive. The speakers I use to edit off of are Yamaha HS8s. They're kind of nicer studio monitors. I have those because I also do music, do some audio engineering. I edit a lot of music as well as my own. So I've got those nice speakers going for me. Now my microphone you'll see in the back there is an AKG C2 and 4. Also a pretty nice microphone, but like I said, I also do audio engineering and I do music. So I invested a lot of money into my music software. The interface I use is a Scarlett Focusrite 2i2 or 2 and 2. I used to have a little bit of a better one, but that one kind of crapped out on me recently. So I went and got that one in exchange for it, and it's been doing pretty well for me. So I have the Scarlett interface plugged into my microphone when I'm doing voiceovers and things like that. Now for all of my vlogs, for the most part, I have my Canon 80D that's plugged into my Rode shotgun mic. That's what I've pretty much been doing most of my vlogs with. I don't really see myself upgrading my computer for a long time. I'm pretty set. The 4K footage I edit goes really fast. I don't really see myself updating my audio. There's some lavalier mics that I would like to get pretty soon for my weddings, but they can be pretty expensive. So when possible, I do like just kind of borrowing some from friends, and they rent gear off of me as well. But other than that, my setup I'm pretty happy with. Everything is very speedy. It's cut my editing time into a portion of what it used to be. It's a very good setup. I'm happy with it. Now for those of you who didn't know and are also students and looking to purchase an Apple product, if you go to the Apple website and Google the link for student discounts or something like that, you can actually get up to like $500 off on your iMacs, your MacBooks, and a lot of different Apple products. So if you're a student looking into that, Google Apple student discounts and see if you can find a way to get yourself a discount before spending this much money on an Apple product. That might help you guys a lot. Now I don't have very good cord management. I probably need to work on that soon. I should have spent a little bit more time cleaning up the desk before I made this video, but I wanted to get this video out there relatively fast before moving on to another project. So yeah, I need to clean my desk a little bit. As you can see, I have my external hard drives, keyboard, mouse, monitor, my monitor, studio speakers, my main computer, SSD drives, hard drives. I have my notepad that's tucked into there with any important information that I might need that I can look at, just little notepads and things that are close by for me to reach. I wanted to touch on some of the lighting that I also have at my desk and what I use for some of my vlogs. So when I'm a little low on light, I'll use the neewer CN304. You can see that right there. I have a few of these lights. I have like the CN216 and also another one. This is one of the brighter ones, so I'll use this for additional lighting. I also have up there, I have my aputure 120D, which is a great lighting setup. You'll hear from a lot of different videographers and vloggers. One of the better lights that you can get for the price. I haven't used that one as much lately. I probably should because it's a great light, but I haven't used it inside as much for my vlogs. Usually I'll be in kind of a hurry. I don't want to set it up. I'm kind of cramped on space in the room that I'm in now. So I'll use a smaller light most of the time, which is the neewer that I just showed you. A lot of the times with the neewer, because it's a smaller light, I'll just bounce it off the ceiling to get a softer look or a softer light. And this is how I have my desk set up right now. To the left and the right of my desk, I have my lighting setups, quick things that are within arm's reach, lens cleaners, important paperwork, microphones, my other laptop that I occasionally use, lighting setup. Also, as you guys can see, I have my Ronin M up there. My Ronin M, lately I've been using that for like 90% of my videos. So I love my Ronin M. Probably one of my favorite investments I ever made ever since I've gotten the Ronin. Been super happy with it. I've had a few issues with the batteries on it, which can be very expensive to replace, but other than that, I've been really happy with my Ronin. One of my favorite shooting tools that I have. Since I picked it up, I've rarely used my glide cam or my glide cam knockoff that I have. Been really happy with that purchase. So yeah, there's a glimpse into my studio and my desk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of the gear, any of the equipment or the electronics used in this video, feel free to leave a comment below and a like if you liked it. I'd be happy to help any of you guys who are curious about my videos, my techniques, what I use. Any questions about any of the gear in this video, feel free to hit me up, shoot me an email, shoot a comment down below and a like if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe. There's a lot more content coming soon. Hope you guys like what you see. So thanks for watching Perseverance Films and Media. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay creative and I'll catch y'all soon.